Hey, happy day 729. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma, in some of my lighter, more fun robes today. I've been wearing a lot of my same soft, cozy, super thick and warm robes around every morning because it's cold. It's cold in Wisconsin in January. And so I've always wanted to be cozy and warm. And today I'm like, I'm not that cold. I can go with one of my lighter, more colorful ones. Just because Mondays are awesome and it's fun. We're supposed to have fun at the beginning of every week, right? Some people think Sunday's the beginning of the week. Sunday's the planned quiet day. Monday for me is the fun, get excited and get into what you're doing. Now, I call this one fire for a couple of reasons. Number one, the idiom I shared, which is also a metaphor today, was about playing with fire. Play with fire. Don't play with fire, play with fire, whatever works for you. So I call this one fire for a bunch of reasons. I'm having a teeny bit of FOMO. Now, I don't know where this comes from, but for years and years after leaving college, and maybe because I went to college for so many years and I love learning, I had this desire every fall, every August, I felt like I should be going off and back to school, back to college. And maybe it was because, we go to school for so many years. When we're kids, we go to school for 12 years. Then some of us go to college for another 4 to 6 to 8 years. And you get into this habit of thinking every fall you should go to college. And it wasn't until I was online and I heard the expression FOMO, F-O-M-O, fear of missing out, that I defined what that feeling was. It really is FOMO. It's the fear of missing out. And this week it's a little nostalgic and it changes, depending on when the event is, but Funnel Hacking Live is this week, and I'm not going. And I don't have a huge fear of missing out. I actually have the joy of missing out, because I know I wasn't going to go. I consciously chose to not go, and I've done that for a couple of years because, and here's the exact reason, it has gotten so big. It's gotten so big that it doesn't serve my personal needs anymore. I mean, I love it. I'd love to go. Tony Robbins is going to be there again this year. Would love to be going, but I consciously chose to not go because it's gotten so big. And I am now legally blind, which is totally visually challenged, right? And so, racing into a room with 5,000 people and getting trampled doesn't appeal to me anymore. It's kind of like playing with fire. It's putting myself in situations that aren't going to be really exactly what I want. So as much as I'm sad to not go and interact with the amazing people in that community, because I love them and I'm super excited to be a part of that community, I know that it's better that I don't play with fire and I don't go. But I do still have that little twinge of FOMO along with the JOMO, right? I'm getting ready for my own challenge starting February 3rd again. I'm calling it the Live Thrive Challenge. Don't know that will be the name that sticks. So I'm really working on that this week to decide, because I want to do branding and some consistency things with this and make it a year-long project for me, a different way of launching, a different way of presenting myself, a different way of sharing what it is that I have to offer. And so I know I need to brand it in some way, shape, or form, because Pajama Grandma, maybe she's not the best brand, right? People, I don't know what people think. They probably think, what a dumb old lady, why would I listen to her? And that's the opposite of what I want to convey. I want to convey that you too can do what you want, when you want, where you want, with whomever you want, wearing whatever you want, because you have the freedom to do that. And I want to work more with women, because that's just been a passion of mine for over a year now. And it just seems like I end up always having men clients, men coaching students, right? And men consult. If I go to companies to consult, it's always with men. So I want to keep moving in that direction. So fire, playing with fire, FOMO, fear of missing out. So I've got a little of that, not going to college, not going to this event going on this week, but I'll get over it fast because it's going to be a really, really busy week. In the process of selling our home, we've got multiple offers. So I got to tell you, I'm freaking stoked and super excited about that, because it means that I can transition out of my old life, my old identity of being a miserable wife, right? and a mom. I'll always be a mom, but I was not a super duper happy wife. And that's because of the choices I made, and that's partly because of my behavior and my not understanding, and my expectations weren't the same as my ex-husband's expectations of what a relationship should be and how people should behave in it. And instead of working together to fix that, we grew apart, and the whole thing imploded, which happens a lot, right? Things implode. Things that aren't necessarily fitting together or meant to be, that both parties don't want to work on, tend to explode and implode, right? It works in our personal lives, works in our businesses, works in our friendships. People come in and out of our lives for a reason and for a season, and I learned a lot from that relationship. I'm continuing to learn from that relationship. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because some of my behavior was probably pretty ugly too. Okay, I guarantee some of my behavior was pretty ugly, right? Some of my thinking and my beliefs and my thoughts and feelings with respect to that relationship were just off. And where do they come from? Sometimes we know where our beliefs come from. Other times we have no freaking idea. It might be as simple as something a third grader, a first grader, a kindergarten teacher said to us in passing, or worse yet, said to some other kid, and it didn't only affect that kid, but it affected us as well because we heard it. And it got implanted in our brain for some reason, and we have no idea why. But it's things like that that still impact us, and we're like making choices and decisions where we're having conflicting beliefs and not understanding why. And they're so buried that we don't even understand that we have them. That's a tangent. Not even sure why I'm on that tangent. So, Live Thrive Challenge will start February 3rd. I am just like mapping out the details and working on things. I was working on a graphic yesterday, which, should I be doing that? No. Do I want to be doing that on a Sunday? I kind of wanted to. And then I realized that I don't have very good skills in that area, and I should probably just hire it out. But I have to have more trust and more faith in number one, my presenting my vision and idea for the graphics that I want, which I'm not clear enough on that I could get someone else to do it for me. So I need to first get clear, right? That's always the first step. Know what you want and get clear on it and focused. And then you can articulate that. You can ask for that. You can ask for help with that. Fun Day Challenge, day 20 today already. Already day 20. Should probably be day 27. We're 27 days into the new year, but I didn't start it until a week or so in, so we're only on day 20. We'll go a full 365 on that. I like 365 day challenges. I like to do things for a year now. I can't believe I'm saying that. I've always been a pretty long-term consistent person, but the year-long challenges are really fun because they give us time to really, really hone in on what we want. And that's why I like taking an emotion and doing that for a year-long challenge. Did things that scare me, stretching my comfort zone for a year. Did things that make me happy last year, and this year we're doing fun things. Now, I know some people pick a word of a year. I don't know, I guess if I was to have to pick a word for this year, I would say challenge would be my word for this year. I haven't picked a word. I've never gotten into that, but I kind of have by default, right? I guess I would say comfort zone was my word 2 years ago. Happy was my word last year, and fun would probably be my word, or should be my word this year, if that's what I'm spending a whole year on sharing and doing a live on every day. But, you know, you can have more than one word, but then are you focused? Are you doing the one thing? Which I'm really an advocate for these days. Don't know. You have to decide for yourself. So, that's it. Don't play with fire today. Let's not play with fire today unless it's calculated, thought out risk that we're taking. Let's have some fun today. Let's make it an awesome day. And if I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I am busily working on the next challenge. It's going to be live. If you'd like to join us, again, just say, write challenge in the comments below, and I will send you the invite. If I had the invite link, I would share it right now, but I'm not sure where I'm going to direct people. That's part of what I got to plan out and figure out today. All I've been doing is telling people to direct message me, and then I will message them the link. That's it. Have a great day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Another update, day 730 tomorrow, on what I'm up to as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world. And hopefully, I'm sharing some lessons that you can learn, or mistakes, so you don't make them yourself. You can make your journey a lot faster, a lot smoother, and a lot easier than I have made my own. Take care. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.